resolved to be happy. I was about a junior in high school. It's very easy to be unhappy, and don't take the easy way out. I combined the two. It was a good moment. Takes no effort to be unhappy. That's the default position for many people. Right? Life is work. When you know that, you're halfway there. Whatever it is you want, you got to work at, including happiness. That's why I have a happiness hour. Today's subject is a biggie. Most of them are biggies. I never said I had a smallie for a topic. And that is, why are so many young people unhappy? Now, I've addressed this in passing, but now I'm going to devote an hour to it. There are micro and macro answers to the question of why are there so many unhappy young people. I mean, college age in particular. Everybody knows a moody teenager. The moody teenagers are a dime a dozen. But why, even getting into college, why are there so many unhappy? I'm going to offer you some responses, and then I want to hear you both react to mine and give me yours. But here's something that I have been thinking about I don't know why, but I've been thinking about in the recent past that I do believe has been a contributor. And it's not the number one, even though it's the first one I'm mentioning it. It's only because it's in the micro, and I want to start with the micro reason. I think a lot of parents made a big mistake in not wanting to be their children's parents, but their pals. And I don't think that contributes to a child's happiness. A child wants a parent because parents, as opposed to pals, give security. And they give you something to aim for. A parent as a model is a very powerful force in a child's life. Where else are they going to get these models? I mean, they do. You can get them on TV. They can get them anywhere, theoretically. But the most logical area to find a model is in a parent. But this notion of I want to be my child's friend when they're 8. If you want to be your child's friend when the child is 40, that's a separate issue. But when the child is 8, they can have a lot of pals, but they only get one crack at parents or 2 cracks at parents. And I think that does, in fact, add to a child's happiness over the long term, having parents who have played a parental role in their lives. The power of parents in people's lives is really staggering when you think about it. You know, Bernie Madoff just died a couple of weeks ago. One of his adult children committed suicide. And it is not uncommon among disgraced parents that a child will become profoundly depressed and even commit suicide. You don't want your parents to be shameful. It's bad if your child does bad things, but it doesn't have the same devastating effect as a parent doing bad things. The foundations of your life are not rocked by a bad child as they are by a bad parent. the power of parents is really, it's almost unfair because you're very lucky. Nobody gets perfect parents, by the way. It's why I find a lot of complaining about parents to be immature. We'll see how you do as a parent. Then, by the way, it's one of the reasons I'm convinced parents love when their kids have kids, because they're far more accepting of the parents. One of the most common sentiments that a new parent has is, my parents did all this for me? After you get up, 3 a.m. For 3 months for a crying child and change a diaper at 4 a.m. Yeah, wow, my parents must have done that for me. I remember when I was a parent thinking one day, wow, I really should be grateful for my parents that I have all my limbs. Just for that. That somehow they protected me from, they were able to protect me from permanent injury. So it's the role of the parent is a huge one. Here's another factor, I believe, in the unhappiness of many children. They have nothing to live for. Nothing. Nothing fills their lives with meaning. The poisonous, destructive, nihilistic left has ensured that their lives have been emptied of all that is good and meaningful. Religion, love of country, marriage, family. Happiness Hour, Dennis Prager Show. We continue.